Mew hero, move over Mercy. We got Furia over here, and wow, is she extra thick, and she can actually play more offensively. Let's go ahead and check out her costumes, but more importantly, let's check out some gameplay. Alright.
Enemy double kill. Escort the payload.
This is hollow.
Dude, that stun is so ridiculous. Holy crap, that is so unfair. Dodged it. Dude, that thing is so OP. Oh, look at it! This is a healer! Holy crap. So we started off kind of bad, I'll admit. But oh my gosh, she is insane. Because that also heals allies. And look at it, it's just unbalanced, dude. Why do healers have to be so OP in these games? And like, even in Overwatch, man. It's pretty easy to dodge, to be honest, but... Gotta remember to actually hit heal. Because I'm a healer. Dude, I love this character, though. Like, I'm so willing to play healer for once. Okay. Guy was trying to go for a flank. Let's go! Alright, now that you guys have seen the gameplay, let's go ahead and check out, like, what her abilities do. This way you guys have a better understanding. So, we have a few different talents. I'll explain what the heck they do in a second. I just want to showcase off, like, the skills and explain how they kind of work. So, anyways, we're just going to go ahead and select this one. So, basically how she operates, and to explain everything, let me go ahead and go to the Fernando and heal him. So you'll see over in her skill bar, over in the bottom right, there's like these three little bars, and they're going to go up once I actually heal Fernando over here. So you see there's a little orange bar, and so when that increases, I'm going to be able to actually fire faster. And how you get that bar up is you actually use your healing. Now there's actually two different ways you can heal. That's if you get the talent. But basically it increases your theoretical DPS. But it's really easy because what you're able to do is you can like fire at someone, and then while your partner is taking health, you just obviously just heal them up real quick. So it's very nice. But you can also heal them with this if you get the talent. That ability will actually stun. That's why I think she's so good. Also, she has another ability that like dashes her backwards, and she shoots 3 fire bolts or fireballs. And each one of them hits for 200. What you can do if you want to like initiate and play her like she DPS, because that's how I personally like playing her, you would just 180 and then you would just do it. And then like if that stun lands, they're usually going to die. Unless they've got like a lot of HP or they have like a shield or something. It's really good. And if you're wondering what her ultimate does, her ultimate actually makes it so you become untargetable for 2 seconds, and then all of your allies within a 150-foot radius gain 30% bonus weapon damage and 30% bonus movement speed. So what I would suggest is once your bar is up via healing is when you pop it, because you get extra DPS, then you get extra attack speed, and obviously you're going to be a lot easier to secure. It's going to be easier to secure the kills. But really good stuff. Oh, by the way, this is like kind of homing. It won't go like through walls. Oh, this does go through walls. Let me go ahead and show you guys that real quick. So let's go ahead and hit this guy through the wall, so you guys can see how good that is. And you can just follow up with like that. It's really easy to like burst a lot of 2k HP targets. At least that's through my experience. And then I'll show you what her ultimate looks like.
No mercy.
So extra damage, pretty nice. Like I said, and I mentioned this when I was playing, it's not the easiest to get headshots with her. It needs to be very precise. I mean, you can see the hitbox. I mean, this is kind of far. I'm not sure if her gun is like more of a shotgun. You guys can see over here, it kind of looks like there's multiple bolts that go out, but you guys can see, even though my reticle isn't right there, this should be a headshot pretty much, right? But it needs to be like pretty much dead on. Like even this isn't counting as a headshot, which is kind of strange to me, but that's just the way that she works. Oh, another important thing. Can it stun multiple enemies? The answer is yes. You can stun multiple enemies. But I have the talent where it makes it so it stops on the target. Let me go ahead and actually show you the other, like the legendary cards. So let me go ahead and edit the loadout. So the first one you get is Wings of Wrath gains an additional charge. That is pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you guys all the cards once I go back into the lobby. But basically, you can do this multiple times. So on any smaller target, that's pretty good. I mean, that's 1,200 damage, and obviously, if you just shoot them like twice, depending if you get a headshot or not, depending on the target too, you might be able to burst them down. But going back into the loadout here, so that's what that does. Cherish makes so Kindle Soul heals up to 50% additional health based on your allies' missing health. So, I mean, that basically explains that. I shouldn't need to really show that. And then Exterminate. This is actually really good for tanks, though, when they're low. And then Exterminate, which is the thing where it stops immediately, which is the thing I personally enjoy. And then Solar Blessing makes it so it stops on allies, it passes through and heals them for 300 health every 0.05 seconds. But I'm just going to equip this one so I can show you that when the laser goes through, you can actually stun multiple targets. That's like so good if all of them are clumped up, or you know, someone combos an ultimate. It can be really valuable. But yeah, you can also use it for healing as well. But anyways, I honestly thought she was really OP. But after playing, I've noticed with flankers, if she doesn't have like the double celerity, she's really easy to kill, because after that, like this is really easy to dodge. I wish there was something that increased its speed, but let me go ahead and return to the loadout here. Let me go ahead and actually go to return to lobby so I can show you guys all the cards, so I can explain all this stuff, and I'll give you guys my thoughts as well on that. Oh, by the way, they actually changed the audio in the very beginning. I'm gonna reduce the audio just for a little bit right here, just because it's actually kind of loud. But I love it. It's great. So let's go ahead and go to her loadouts, and I'll show you guys all of the cards here. So let me move my cam to the top right. So Conviction, we have increased the stun duration. This is for the laser, by the way, the one the beam that goes like straight in the line. So you increase the stun duration, which is something I get, especially if you're gonna get the trait that makes it so it sticks after it hits the target. It stays on the target, because they're just gonna start taking massive amounts of damage. You can have it reveal enemies. You can have it reduce the cooldown of Rings of Wrath, which is her kind of escape, but I use it as an initiation. And then you can also increase the radius of it, so basically it's wider. It makes the thing a little bit more difficult to dodge, but against a good player, more than likely they're going to be dodging it, but throwing it on an objective can be nice. One really cool combo that I really liked was someone was playing Makoa, and you could throw it out and then they would just drag you to it. That's really cool. That's like, you know, smart game mechanics. I like it. And then these are for the wings over here. Let me move my cam so you guys can actually see them. So it says successful Rings of Wrath attacks heal you for 50, which is actually really easy to heal up with because it's basically homing. If you're getting hit by a flanker, like if you get the double Rings of Wrath, it's actually really good against like Meve or Talus. Good stuff indeed. And then we have reducing the cooldown of Rings of Wrath, then increase the dash distance. Then we have successful Rings of Wrath attacks reduce the cooldown of Pyre Strike, which is of course the laser. This is really easy to activate. Like I said, it's basically homing, and it's pretty nice to have some cooldown on those. I'm gonna discard. And then we have over here, we have Burning Oath, which makes it so healing an ally with Kindle Soul also heals you. So that's kind of nice. Gives you some self-sustain, because she actually does not heal herself. I mean, I guess with the flare one where you have it so it heals instead, you can throw it down on an ally, then you could, I guess, dash towards them, or you turn around, dash, so that way it pushes you forward versus backwards, because it always pushes you backwards, the Wings of Wrath. But we have Inner Fire, which healing an ally with Kindle Soul restores an ammo. We have reduced the cooldown of Kindle Soul by 0.25. It actually has a pretty short cooldown already. We can make it by 1.25 seconds. And then allies affected by Kindle Soul gain 100 health shield for 2 seconds. I mean, the thing already heals for a good amount, but I mean, definitely you can heal him more or give him shield. We have reload speed. We have increase your maximum health. This goes up to 250. And then increase your ammo count, and then Wrath decays 100% slower. Okay, so I think we pretty much went over everything. I want to briefly go over like 360 of all of the different costumes over here. Oh, I wanted to mention really quick, because this happened while I was live streaming. If you guys are playing and the game disconnects, it's just something that happens. There's also another glitch where it says like first blood over and over, and there's also another one where like even if you failed to select a hero, apparently sometimes, well, it'll say that you failed to select a hero, but you actually did select a hero. Keep in mind this is all PTS and things obviously will be fixed. But I really like the golden Furia skin. This is one I really like. I like this one too, but this is the one that you can just buy. This one, I don't know how to get it. But yeah, I pretty much went over all of the abilities, and that's kind of what I wanted this video to serve a purpose for, and obviously you guys had some gameplay there. I'm going to try to get more gameplay, but keep in mind that the game does crash, and it's kind of difficult. Obviously, everyone wants to play Furia, and on top of that, the game's crashing, and people don't select a hero because they don't get Furia. You know, I totally didn't do that on my live stream either. But anyways, that is new hero Furia. I think she's way cooler than Mercy, man, but obviously a different game anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But I just love the way she looks. It's so cool. But anyways, those of you guys that have seen the gameplay or have played her, let me know what your thoughts are on Furia. I think she's definitely good, and I thought she was really OP, but honestly, once she uses her Wings of Wrath, which is the thing that makes her go backwards, like, she's very, very easy to kill, because you can dodge the laser, unless you're, like, point blank, and even then, it relies on her being, like, you know, accurate, I guess, because after she misses that, it's game over for her. But if she hits you with it, you're pretty much gonna be dead. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on her down below. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, I'll probably be streaming quite a bit and playing with her, because I really find her to be fun. I usually don't play heroes, even healer heroes, but with her, I can definitely play her. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be building her to be a healer, but she outputs enough to where I think if you have another healer, it can be, like, viable. Just more likely, definitely not me as a solo hero. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I am signing out.